Today we're going to be doing an unboxing on the Springfield Kuna, the most popular pistol caliber carbine of 2025. Alright, so in here looks like we got plastic wrap Springfield Kuna and got our owner's manual here. So it looks like we got pretty, engaging owner's manual. Looks a little bit better than some of the other ones. Got some warranty information. Looks like a pretty good Springfield Armory sticker. Let's see what else we got in here. So we're going to make sure this guy's clear. No magazine and no round in the chamber. So this is the one with the Strike Industries brace attached to it. First impressions, this is a good looking gun. It's a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. Of course, with the box and everything, I kind of knew it was going to be a short gun, but it has some cool flip-up sights. We got flip-up front and rear sights that are usable when they're flush. So it has a little U-notch in the rear and a white front dot, similar to like the Hellcat sights. See how hard this is to get the brace attachment to open up. Takes a little bit of force. There we go. Okay, so brace attachment takes a little bit of force, kind of a weird angle to do that with. Looks like this guy's pretty much full ambi, which is really cool. I'm gonna set this over here and see what else we've got in the box. We've got two magazines, both of which are 30 round mags, so that's cool. All polymer construction. These are proprietary, if I remember correctly. Steel feed lips. Have our cable lock that has to come with every firearm, and there's our other magazine. Let's see what this guy looks like with a magazine installed. Oh, that's a pretty cool looking setup. That has a really good aesthetic to it. This is our charging handle here. Pretty easy to use. Bolt catch is right here. And looks like I said before, that is completely ambi, so you can use your index finger if it's strong enough to close that. Magazine release, ambi, it's on both sides, safety's on both sides. So hey, if you're a lefty, this is probably the PCC for you. Let's get a trigger pull. Let's see how the trigger pull feels on this guy. Feels like a two-stage. Okay, not the worst trigger I've ever felt, but definitely has a little bit of like, I think it's called take up right here. So you got your take up, you get to the wall, that's not bad. And then it kind of mushes through to the brake. So we got a little bit of mush, a little bit of creep right there. There may be some aftermarket trigger options for this thing if you hate that. But I think that might break in a little bit over time too. Texture is pretty good. Kind of reminds me of the Hellcat pistols by Springfield, kind of that same texture on the pistol grip. I would assume that this pistol grip is probably AR-15 compatible. Has a little compartment in there. Looks like an AR-15 pistol grip screw in there, so probably change this out to whatever grip you want. Disassembly on this is pretty simple. It's similar to an AR-15. Has a two push pins, and then the upper separates from the lower. It shoulders up and feels really nice. I will say that if you have to kind of crank down to use the iron sights in the flush position, but when you flip them up, that's usable. Kind of similar to MP5 sights if you ever shot those, kind of like the peephole. Comes with a decent looking muzzle brake here. It's got quite a few chambers and portholes in it. I think a lot of guys that are going to get this are probably going to get a 9mm suppressor to put on here, which this is probably a really good suppressor host. If you don't like the strike brace, it is Picatinny rail, so you can pop this brace off, put a different brace on there. Of course, you want to SVR it, you can throw a stock on here. The first impression is really good. There's really not much else in the box in here. It looks like we got one thing. Oh, this is about the Strike Industries brace. Okay, so talking about the legalities and how it's designed and intended use. It looks like that's about the only thing I missed. Good deal. Super cool gun.